بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بين السلفية, between Salafiyya, and a lot of people like to use this one, al-Sunnah wa-al-Jamāʿah. They like to use that. Sheikh's gonna give them a little bit with this here. Yani Salafiyya versus the term Salafi, or al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah. Min du'at, there are some callers to Islam, some people who avoid the term Salafiyya. Like they got a cold, or catch a disease from it or something. They got an infection to it. They avoid the term Salafiyya. And they like to call what they're doing al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah. Even though they say that our belief is Salafi, but they say, we like to say al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah. And they repeat this. And they say it in their lectures, and they spread it around to the people. And this, even though they don't have this intention, this is of the greatest decree of Allah. This is of the greatest decree of Allah. So that the da'wah which is true can be distinguished from that which is false. Even from the tongues of those who are upon falsehood. Distinguishing himself. I'm with this. So that nothing can be obscured, or nothing of that, the minhaj al-salaf can be made obscured. وبيان ذلك, to explain that, the term al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah came out to remove bid'ah. People are on bid'ah, well, we're on sunnah. So it was a distinguishing, when it came out, the title was used, or the term was used, to distinguish the group of the Muslims, and they're sticking to sunnah. فَقِيلَ لَهُمْ, it said to them, we're al-Sunnah. In muqabil, as reaction to who? al-Bid'ah. He's telling you how it came about. There was people upon sunnah, and there were people on bid'ah. Well, I'm not with the muqtadi'een, I'm with the sunniyeen. I'm al-Sunnah. Right? I'm al-Sunnah. You're al-Bid'ah. Like this, not you. You know what I mean. Right? Muqabala. وَقِيلَ لَهُمْ al-Jamāʿah, the group, looking at the asl, the origin of the Muslims, and those who inshaqqu bihawa, those who left the group based upon desire and based upon bid'ah that separated them. So they said, we're the Jamāʿah and you're the firq. We're the Jamāʿah, even if we're the smaller amount, even if there's 3 or 4 of us. We're the original, and you're the firq. See? You're the group. You're the ones who separate it. وَأَمَّا الْيَوْمِ, but today, many people take this term al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah and use it. You can go to various countries. India, you hear al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah, you turn around, you want to run from them. Egypt, everybody uses al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah. Right? Everybody says, I'm Sunni. Not a Sunni. Right? Aqwam and shatta, different groups. Jama'at idda. Right? Different organizations and groups. Many of them calling their groups and using this term, we're al-Sunnah. Many groups of Sufism will say that we're al-Sunnah. The Ash'ari say, we're al-Sunnah. The Maturidiyya say, we're al-Sunnah. Brailways. I don't know if you heard of the Brailways. They worship the Prophet. What they say? We're al-Sunnah. Someone told us we have a masjid here now in Brailway. Up in, where that place you from? Huh? Yeah, in Jersey City. Some Brailways. They got their own mosque. They worship the Prophet. Yeah. Some of the beliefs have been written now on Salafī Pub recently. Translated. They all say, we're al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah. But, what is strange and phenomenal is that all of them fear to say, we're Salafis. We're on Salafī. They run away from connecting themselves to the minhaj al-salaf. Majarad but not even in the sense of just connecting themselves verbally to it. فضلا عن واقع حقيقة, I mean, above and beyond the reality of the matter. لما كان من شعار السنة أتباع السلف الصالح ترجم كل ما هو مبتدئ ومتر. Why? Because from the matter or the constitution, if you will, of Ahl Sunnah and those who follow Salaf Salih is that they leave every innovation and every innovator. And if you got a group like that, you can't do that, right? You got a big Jamāʿah of Muslims. You might have Mu'tazili, Ash'ari, Ikhwani, this one, that one. You can't make yourself what? Where you're innocent of everybody. But this was Salafī does. فَمَنْ أَنْكَرَ انْتِسَابَ السَّلَفِ وَعَابَهُ. He who finds fault with connecting oneself to the Salaf and ascribing oneself to the Salaf and finds fault with it, يَرُدُّ قَوْلُهُ. His statement must be rejected. وَيُنْقَضُ كَلَامُهُ. And his speech must be dealt with and melted apart, or knocked apart, if you will. يَنْقَضُ. قال Shaykh al-Islam. Listen to Ibn Taymiyyah's statement. Listen to what he says and how he says it. لا عيب على ما أظهر مذهب السلف. There's no fault to be found for anyone who makes apparent the way of the Salaf. وَاعْتَزَّ إِلَيْهِ. And has honor in the way of the Salaf. You got honor in the way of the Salaf? Honor in the way of the Salaf. Huh? بَلْ يَجِبْ. But it's obligatory. Wajib is that which what? If you do, you're ordered to do, and if you do not do, you're punished. بَلْ يَجِبْ. So he's giving a hukum here. قُبُولُ ذَلِكَ مِنْ. That you accept that from him. That he's Salafi. And that he honors Salafiyya. It's obligatory that you accept that from him. بِإِتِّفَاق. By agreement of the Muslims. فَإِنَ مَذْهَبَ السَّلَفِ. Because the way of the Salaf, لَا يَكُنْ إِلَّا حَقًّا. It's nothing but the truth. It's nothing but the truth. إِنَّنِي أَتَسَائِلْ. He said, very I ask. Why do our brothers keep on calling themselves al-Sunnah wa-al-Jamāʿah and don't want to call themselves Salafī? I mean, since they say that they have the Salafī Aqidah, and they have, many of them say they have drunk from its milk and been born upon and raised up on it, why don't they, and if they're not going to accept the word Salafi, why don't they just go back to the term Muslim? Since they think Salafiyya leads to, the term Salafi leads to splitting people up into groups. Huh? But for them to take the word al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah, there's nothing there that prevents them from calling themselves Salafi, connect themselves to Salaf Salih, the Sahaba, Tabi'een, and those who follow righteously. What I can aqul, but I say, it's not hidden from anyone that by saying al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah, this shows tasamih. You're ready to let anybody in. This is showing how this is openness. You've been a little gentle here. Because we said someone can come from India or from Egypt or from anywhere, from any masjid, from any jama'ah, and you say al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah, he's with that. But you say the term Salafi, the whole complexion of the situation turns. Not the same. Jarrib, try it. Try it. Man jarrib tajribati, he who tries what I tried, and would know ma'rifati, would know what I know. Try it. So this is what he's saying regarding that. Then he says that the term Salafi is really inclusive of the term al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah. Because it's not from Hizbiyya, nor is it from a particular group, nor is it something that was inherited from a certain time period other than from the beginning of this ummah. It is the basis of Islam, and it is the correct title for anyone trying to apply Quran and Sunnah. He said that this has been mentioned in many of the books of the Imam, and they wrote books about it a long time ago. From Hafiz Ismail al-Taymi al-Asbahani, he's from the 5th century, and he keeps talking about Madhab al-Salaf. He said so many times he mentioned the term Madhab al-Salaf that you couldn't count it. And Shaykh al-Islam Taymi is known when he saw those who were different with the Aqidah Salaf, the Ash'aris and others, calling themselves al-Sunnah wal-Jamāʿah, he kept mentioning the Salaf, so that he could distinguish his Aqidah from the Aqidah of the innovators. Right? So he could distinguish his Aqidah from the Aqidah of the innovators. This is some, I'm thinking we ran out. Did I hear that? Yeah. Some heard it, some didn't. Which is the case? You sitting closest to this? So I think we'll end at this point and we'll take up what he says next, and it's going to be a lot of interesting things that he brings regarding this issue, and inshallah ta'ala, but we hope that this will be inshallah ta'ala something that enlightens the brothers and places a spark upon them to be more serious about their aqidah and their da'wah and their minhaj.